Hello everyone, thank you for joining me today. This is Cindy Budhigh from clbcraftcreations.blogspot.com. Today we're going to start with our holiday card series. This is the first card in our holiday card series, and this is going to use the Ornamental Pine stamp set. Love this set, it's absolutely beautiful. We're going to use this pine image as well as the cone, the Christmas wishes sentiment, and the inside greeting for the inside as well. Okay, let's get started. We're going to be using a piece of Pool Party cardstock, and this is cut actually at 4 1/4 by 11 and then scored at 5 1/2. Let's give it a little crease. Since we're going to be embossing, we're going to use our embossing buddy, and we're just going to rub this all over the surface of the card. And what this does is this puts a thin layer of powder on your card, which will prevent any oils from your skin or static from clinging to the embossing powder when you want to emboss, and you don't get stray images or stray powder where you don't want it. So using our Versamark ink pad and the largest stamp, which is the pine branch. Go ahead and ink that up. We're going to stamp that in the top right corner. Get my head in here. Coming straight from that corner, and then press firmly. This is such a big stamp, you definitely want to give some even, firm pressure. Make sure you get a good impression. Lift that up. You probably can't even see that on the camera. Take our pine cone image. We're going to stamp that up here. And then our Christmas wishes greeting. We're going to center that on the bottom. And Versamark is a clear sticky ink, which allows the embossing powder to stick. So it stays sticky pretty long, but you still want to work pretty quickly if you're stamping multiple images, like I am. I'm actually just going to get a piece of scrap paper here. Put that down. Use my white embossing powder. Sprinkle that all over the front. To make sure we get all of that covered. Give it a little flick. Make sure there's nothing stray in there. Looks good. Put my embossing powder back into my cup. Aside. Bring in our heat tool. There you go. Okay. It's done. Now the heat embossing does tend to warp it just a little bit, but while it's still warm, you can just kind of meld it. There you go. Isn't that beautiful? I'm also going to stamp on the inside before I tie my ribbon. So we'll get the inside here. Again, take your embossing buddy and then get your inside sentiment. Ink it up really well. Line your greeting up in the center. I'm doing mine up to the top because I'm going to actually put the pine leaf, I'm going to stamp that on the bottom as well. But I'm not actually going to emboss that. So we're just going to do this piece. Bring back my embossing powder. See if I can do this without getting it. chose to do that before I did the additional stamping because I'm going to use the Versamark ink to do a tone-on-tone stamping, and I didn't want the embossing powder to stick where I didn't want it. So again, this is just going to be a tone-on-tone using the Versamark ink. We're just going to stamp that right here at the bottom. And as that dries, when that dries, it'll darken up, but so that's that. And you could hit it with your heat tool as well if you wanted to dry it a little quicker, but I'm okay with it. It's not going to smear. Put that away. Now we're going to bring in our white cotton ribbon. See if I can actually tie a bow. This is actually way more than I need, but I wanted to give myself some room to tie this bow. Not very good at it. My dog is whining. Of course, when I'm trying to film a video, he has to whine. And there you have it, actually. We are done. Inside of our card, ribbon. And you certainly could, if you're worried about extra postage, you could tie a square or a flat knot. Or if you're going to be hand delivering it, obviously that takes away the worry of additional postage. Or you could just slap on extra postage. But I thought this was a very beautiful card with the white embossing and just a very elegant look. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed today's project. This week we're going to be featuring the Ornamental Pine stamp set, and I hope that you'll come back and see what else we have in store for this week. You can hit the like button below if you enjoyed watching this video, and please make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of the upcoming holiday card series. Again, this is Cindy from clbcraftcreations.blogspot.com, and thanks for joining me today. Have a great one. Bye-bye.